Hello, 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 everybody. Good to see you. Welcome to Starry Tarot. My name is Sophie. If you are new here, thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for your subscription. If you are returning, hello again. Good to see you. Hope everyone had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Happy Tuesday to you all. Today I am using the Tarot del Fuego by Ricardo Cavallo. He is a Spanish artist. Where were these made? Yeah, Alava. I know this deck. It kind of reminds me of like the Comme des Garçons Sacred Heart eye little symbol. Love them. Super, super cute. And I can answer any question that you may have with them, with the exception of medical and or legal questions. All of my donation information can be found at the top of the chat. It can also be found in the information of the video. Please give it a like. It would really mean a lot to me if you are watching this. Sorry, one moment. Let's see here. Let me summon Nightbot. Oops. There we go. Okay. So yes, I am a tarot reader, but that's not all I can do. Well, tarot is the medium, is the tool that I use. Speaking of the word medium, that was the incorrect word. Shouldn't use that. It's the tool that I use. I am also a psychic medium. I can connect with those who have passed on. If that is something that you are indeed interested in, please let me know. Just so I can check in and make sure that I can get in contact with them. I can get into contact with most folks who have passed on, but there are some exceptions. Some people have reincarnated. Some people are not able to communicate. It might be a matter of many varying different reasons that are a little bit of a mystery that I could definitely go into, but I won't. But if you're interested, we can get into that. But if that is something that you are interested in, please just let me know so I can check in. There's only very, very rarely have I not been able to get in touch with someone, but it has happened a few times. And I don't want to disappoint anybody before they would like to do that. But that is something that I offer. One of the options, one of my reading options. Hello, Marissa. Hi, love. How are you doing? And thank you so much. Thank you so very much for your donation. How are you doing? I'm doing well. I'm doing great. I'm doing well. Thank you. Thank you for asking. It's beautiful. It was actually really like beautiful weekend. It's been cold here in the Bay Area this summer at least, but finally got a little warm this weekend. It was really nice. It was even warm here today too. I just had follow-up question about Vaughn. Yeah. I was wondering. It's interesting. I was like, I had a feeling it might have been about Vaughn. What's going on? Any updates or is it's a follow-up? And Christy, I don't know if Christy's watching this right now, but thank you for your donation as well, honey. I Christy is one of my clients who takes advantage of my private readings that I do offline on Instagram. Well, she also has a Zoom appointments with me as well. But Christy, I will take care of you when I am done with my live stream. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I'm gonna assume that you're typing your question, Miss Marissa. There she is. I finally posted on Snapchat after like a month, and I decided to post something as well just to see if he would view it. Okay. And you want to know if he viewed it? Oh, he did. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I don't use Snapchat. I used like years and years and years ago. I with just a few of my friends, but so I know I kind of know how it works. I know that part. I know that if someone like sees your story or your snap or whatever, you can see who used it. Um, Very interesting. I always thought that was so interesting. I still think it's interesting, even with like Instagram stories. Sometimes I'm afraid to look at certain people's stories because I don't want them to know I'm looking at them. I know this feeling like he's going to reach out. Oh, you have this feeling like he's going to reach out. Okay, okay. Is that what you would like to ask? Hey, Lorraine, how are you doing, sweetheart? I need to clarify how he actually feels about me. Okay, okay, all right, Marissa. Do you want me to just ask how he's feeling about you, or do you want me to do the thoughts, feelings, and intentions spread? Doing okay. How are you doing today? I'm doing great. I'm doing great, Lorraine. Thank you for asking. Just I had work this morning. I worked at Pixar this morning. I love working at Pixar. That was loads of fun. Then I went grocery shopping, and then I went to the post office. Just took care of a bunch of errands. Thoughts, feelings, and intentions. You got it. You got it. Marissa, could you please remind me what your guys' signs are? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What are Vaughn's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Marissa? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What are Vaughn's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Marissa? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What are Vaughn's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Marissa? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What are Vaughn's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Marissa? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What are Vaughn's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Marissa? Masters and spirit guides, what are Vaughn's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Marissa? You guys are both Geminis. I don't know why I always forget that. That should be the easiest thing to remember. Two Geminis, twins. Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what are Vaughn's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Marissa? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what are Vaughn's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Marissa? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what are Vaughn's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Marissa? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what are Vaughn's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Marissa? Three of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Ace of Swords reversed, and the Wheel of Fortune. This is a tough one. And of course I'll explain why this is. It's not hard for me to read, but it's a little confusing, and we'll go through it. Obviously, we'll start with your general energies. We have the Three of Pentacles. In general, and you're right here, so correct me if I'm wrong. But I get the sense that you feel like that the Snapchat post was a success, which it was. You were curious to know if he was interested in still watching you, and yes, he is. And there is definitely an energy and an element of hopefulness, but with reason, with reasonable hope, taking reality into consideration, but also seeing or intuitively sensing improvements. Interestingly, his general energy is somewhat similar. We have towards your guys' connection, we have the Wheel of Fortune. I just want a little extra context. Just like I was saying, this is kind of a confounding reading here, and it's one card that's throwing me off. It's one card that's throwing me off, and it's a comment that you made that's throwing me off, and I'll explain why in just a moment. So this Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. Okay, because I think I mentioned to you there is with your general energy, and again, please correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm getting this off the mark. Okay, I'm not gonna be offended or anything. I want to get this right. There's an energy of optimism with you. Your general energies are optimistic, but in in a very realistic sense. It's very grounded. Um, you're taking the reality of what didn't work in the connection still into consideration. The things that weren't working with him. Um, yes, exactly. Yeah, because there's definitely two different types, right? There's people who are optimistic, and it's great that they can be optimistic all the time, but we all know life has its ups and downs, and that's exactly the energy I'm getting from you, and it's a very similar energy with him with this Wheel of Fortune. Um, Optimism, change. I get the sense that I forget what if he did something specifically. I don't remember what ended things between the two of you, but something's telling me that he is aware that there are changes. If he wants you back in his life, there are changes that he absolutely needs to implement. His thoughts towards you, we have the beautiful Nine of Pentacles. You guys didn't get to the Ten of Pentacles. I've never been to the Ten of Pentacles. I've never gotten to the Ten of Pentacles with anyone. Ten of Pentacles is marriage. Ten of Pentacles is actually my second favorite card in the deck. It's pretty much everything. It's not just marriage. It's also not wanting, feeling as though you have enough of everything. Feeling as though everything that you've wanted and dreamed for has finally manifested itself. But we're at Nine of Pentacles here. There were and have been, and there was growth and definitely something very significant and strong between the two of you. But these two cards concern me. I'll have to say that this Two of Wands also concerns me a bit too. Is he seeing someone right now? Are you aware? Do you know if he is or not? Because the Two of Wands, especially when we have it in the feelings department. Miss Phyllis. Miss Phyllis. Thank you so much for your donation, and I will add you to the list real quick here. This baby mama. Okay. All right. So there is another lady in the picture in his life. Yeah, oh, I remember now. I remember, hon. I remember. Okay. Because the Two of Wands is about decisions. It's decision making. It's do I choose this or do I choose that? I mean, we could compare it, I guess, to the Two of Swords, but comparing it to the Two of Swords is confusion. It's not no. It's like, whereas Two of Swords is like, I have no idea what to choose. Two of Wands is more like, and even look at the art that we have with this deck. It's deeper contemplation than Two of Swords. Sorry to throw in extra cards. Two of Swords is not here, but I just want to compare it to that for the context of this. Two of Wands is also he's definitely assessing, not, I don't want to say you, but yeah, whether he wants to be with you or her. He definitely still has affections for you, Marissa. I can't deny that. I cannot deny that. He still thinks about you, and especially with it being a wand, and this deck makes the wands look even more phallic than they normally do. Wands are, they are of the realm of sexuality, energy, but also creation, sexuality, sexual desire. And I don't want to say, I hate to say this, but I don't know what he's telling you about his baby mama. I'm assuming he's probably saying, oh, I didn't want to have this baby. I don't, she's a pain. She's that. She's this. But he's with her. I think that he holds as much as he holds a torch for you. I think he also equally holds a torch for her. There's two wands there. He doesn't say anything about her. Okay. I don't like it when people, and I actually think that's there's definitely I don't like bad mouthing, you know what I mean? Like, I think when I hear anybody, friends or guys or anything, bad mouthing exes or friends, it's like, I don't know, it's not very becoming, The fact that he's not saying anything about her. Well, we know he's not saying anything about you to her, but it's definitely split here. He's got feelings for her, but he's got feelings for you. He still absolutely holds a torch for you. His intentions concern me because you said that you had a feeling that he was going to reach out to you. Ace of Swords is communication. Ace of Swords is, I've got a message for someone. I need to communicate with someone. But it's in its reversed position. That doesn't mean that he's never going to talk to you. I don't know how long it's been since you guys have spoken. I'm with you there. I'm actually with you there, Marissa. I do feel like this isn't the end. But I also don't feel that it's going to happen in a really short amount of time. 6 weeks. It's been 6 weeks since you guys last talked. Yeah. And I mean, it can often be that way sometimes. The longer that time has passed between two people speaking with one another, sometimes it can be difficult. It can often be difficult. Or he could be nervous because it's been so long. May not quite know the right thing to say. Certainly doesn't want to screw it up. He doesn't want to say the wrong thing. Well, specifically wants to say the right thing. And that's why I think this is reversed here. It's definitely speaking to the I don't want to say the fact, but I do think that it's on his mind. He does want to communicate with you, but he's putting it on pause until he can really reflect, step back and reflect, and be like, okay, well, what would be the best thing to say to her? You know, it's been so long. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I only want it's really like it's more less of a fear of saying the wrong thing and more of an issue of really wanting to say the right thing and to take some time to think of how to say it and what to say. Yeah, we have the Ace of Swords here. It is reversed at this time, but I'm not getting that this is a never situation at all. Especially with this Nine of Pentacles, even with the Two of Wands, you're for sure on his mind. Sorry. So put it all together and tell me exactly what everything means, please. Okay. Yeah, I can do it again. So this Three of Pentacles, you've got your realistic optimism, right? Nine of Pentacles is his thoughts towards you. He's definitely cognizant. He's aware of the fact that you guys had something very, very special, something significant, and it didn't get to the Ten of Pentacles point. And that's what leads me to believe that he doesn't think this is completely over. However, we do, and then we have his general energies with the Wheel of Fortune, which is relationship changes, things changing. That's another aspect here, is he could be waiting for some kind of change to occur between him and his baby mama. But in terms of his feelings, he holds a torch. Literally. He literally holds a torch for you. And two torches. He holds a torch for you and he holds a torch for her. And he's doing the father thing, you know, he's stepping in and doing that, but you're still on his mind. You're still, and he's still definitely attracted to you, still thinks about you, still has feelings for you. But he's with this Ace of Swords reversed with his intentions. Ace of Swords is communication. This is reversed. Doesn't mean he's never going to speak to you. If I felt he was never going to speak to you again, girl, you know me. I would say I don't think it's gonna. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna happen. But that's not how I feel. What I feel is that he is he has intentions of talking to you, but he wants to say the right thing. And that's and he's taking a step back. I'll throw in an extra card for you, girl. I'm thinking of the Four of Swords. He's taking a step back to think, like, what is the right thing to say? It's been 6 weeks. You know, we have this connection. She's aware of this other connection I have. What's the best way to go about this? So that's what I'm seeing here. It's on his mind. Ace of Swords is absolutely a communication card. It's just in its reverse form right now, and it was in the intention column too, which is even more interesting. But in its reverse form, I wouldn't say it's a never thing. It's not what I'm saying at all. Definitely has intentions of speaking to you again, but I really think that it may take, I don't think it's going to take forever, Marissa. Could take up to a month. It could take up to a month is what I'm getting. It shouldn't take him too long to take a step back and really think, you know, like, hey, like what would be the right thing to say to her? Because it's less about fear of saying something wrong and more just wanting to say the right thing to you, you know? Totally, yeah. No, I got you, girl. All good. Yeah, no, and sometimes, this was kind of a little bit of a, at first, it was kind of confusing me a little bit, but it's the more I'm reading it now, it's making a lot of sense. He doesn't, it's been, you know, it's been a while. It's been 6 weeks. Yeah. And he, you know, just wants to say the right thing. And I think that's a good intention, wanting to say the right thing. He doesn't want to screw it up. But there's also that Two of Wands to take into consideration there as well. He definitely holds a torch for you, hon. Because I was right in the feelings column. Absolutely he has feelings for you. Absolutely, but there's two torches. Gemini. They often have two loves. They often have two of everything. You're a Gemini, I'm a Gemini moon. And I'm not saying that Geminis are all, like that, but it's we've got that dynamic there, at least in this situation. But I do believe he is going to reach out to you again, Marissa. You know me. I would tell you if I thought he wasn't going to ever again, but he will. You're definitely on his mind, for sure. Thinks and feels about you a lot. Well, thank you so much, love. I really appreciate you, and hope I brought you clarity there. And yeah. In terms of receiving a message from him, it's. I hope it doesn't take that long. But I am also happy that it matters that much to him to say the right thing. Communicator. He's a Gemini. As you're a Gemini too, girl. And I'm a Gemini moon, so I communicate like a Gemini, and I talk a lot, and I at least in my case, if I hadn't spoken to someone I cared about for 6 weeks, I would be very, I would be writing notes likely. I would be writing notes about, okay, this is what I want to address with her, this is what I want to talk about, these are the things that I want to touch upon, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's doing that, making a list, checking it twice. Yeah. You're so welcome, Marissa. Much love and light to you, sweetheart. Really appreciate you, love. Thank you. Miss Dawkins. Good to see you today, hun. How are you? I saw that you posted a comment. And so did Lorraine. How are the kitties? Yours is doing well. That's wonderful to hear. Kitties are fantastic. Thank you for asking. Let's see here. Is Aaron facing difficult conditions at the new station he's working at? Okay, let's see. And, oh my goodness, Priyanka. Hey girl, thank you so much for your donation, hon. Let's quickly add you before we get into Miss Phyllis's reading. Okay. All right, let's do this. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Is Aaron facing difficult conditions at the new station he's working at? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Is Aaron facing difficult... Hi, Priyanka! Is Aaron facing difficult conditions at the new station he's at? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Is Aaron experiencing difficult working conditions at the station he's working at? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Is Aaron experiencing difficult working conditions at the station he's working at? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Is Aaron experiencing difficult working conditions at the station he is working at? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Is Aaron experiencing difficult work experiences at his new station? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Is Aaron experiencing work difficulties at his new station? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Is Aaron experiencing work difficulties at his new station? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Is Aaron experiencing work difficulties at his new station? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Is Aaron facing work difficulties at his new station? Things have been great with him. We both are talking on the phone, but I sensed this station is toxic. You guys are talking on the phone now? Yes, girl. That's awesome. How often do you guys talk? I love that. Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful because it's just, yeah, when it's one on one, you know, I love writing. I love emailing. I love texting. I love communicating. But I'm a phone girl. I love just yapping on the phone. It's just it's one on one every other day. Oh, I love that, Phyllis. I really like that. That's what's up. That's what's up. Because it's one on one and you can just, you know, yeah, hash things out and yeah, it's more freeform. I love that. I love that. And it keeps you guys connected. We have the lovers, Three of Wands reversed, Six of Swords reversed, Hanged Man reversed, and Ace of Pentacles. Not not that I'm seeing, Phyllis. It doesn't look too bad, surprisingly. I'm almost like Simone Biles right now. um, yeah. So what is he? What has he expressed about his work? So he's expressed that it's difficult, or do you just get the sense, like from his energy and his voice, he's tired or something like that? Because I'm seeing that this is a great union. This is a great job for him. This is a really good job for him, um, which is great. I think that's great news. Um, Starting with the lovers. This is the lovers is the precursor to the devil. The devil being the old ball and chain. And the devil is not a bad card. The devil, as I repeat, is not a bad card. No such thing as bad cards. They all just have their own definitions. But the devil is often, I've probably talked to you about this. It is often a signifier of the old ball and chain. But like a one's like lifetime career, which this is for him, that some coworkers might be thinking is too young. That wow, Phyllis, that's so nuts that you just said that. Because I was just going to say a very similar thing. Yeah, because this is absolutely he wants to do this for the rest of his life. This is what he was meant to do. This is what he was meant to do. This is what he wants to do. This is his bag, and and he wants it to be his devil. He wants it to be that job that he is bound to. And yeah, that can be difficult. That can absolutely be difficult when one is of a younger age compared to one's coworkers. But he as all of us do, he will get older, and he's already proving himself in many ways, proving people wrong. You know, if they think, oh, he can't do this because he's too young, he's like, watch me now, hey, you know, like, and I like that attitude. When everyone, yeah, no, when people tell me I can't do something, I'm very, very similar. Or they doubt like something, I'll be like, watch, look, I can do it. That's very much his energy here. It's like you can, even though some people may have that attitude, he's very good at working around that, basically, proving people otherwise, and very genuinely. Things have happened, like he kind of like hit the ground running. He didn't even kind of hit the ground. He hit the ground running when he got to Cincinnati, with this Three of Wands reversed. Everything is happening really, really quickly. And it's not just his job. I mean, I know we're asking about his job specifically with this question, but it's also, you know, his new place, the new city that he's living in. I don't know how familiar he is with Cincinnati, but it maybe he's not. Maybe it's something that he's discovering. Hi, Brian. Hey, man. Good to see you, and thank you so much for your donation. This could be a new city that he's discovering. That's another thing to take into consideration here. He, with the Six of Swords reverse, this is definitely, he doesn't want to go anywhere. Like I don't want to say he's happy there right now. He's content. And he's definitely assessing things, but so far, so good. I think he does want, he wants this to be, like I said, we've got the Lovers here. I do believe he wants this to be the job he hopefully retires from, the station. He definitely wants to, you know, be a journalist till he retires, absolutely. But he would like this to be the long term. I don't know if, sorry about that. I don't know if this is his first, his second station that he's worked for, or if it is a third or a fourth. I'm not quite sure. We know he is a young man, but he's also very driven, very determined, well educated. He's very, very driven, and this has been a dream of his for a very long time, and he's, you know, not straying from. And I see that here with this Hangman reversed, Six of Swords reversed. The story's the same. There are definitely difficulties in his work, in his line of work. Just like in any line of work, there's going to be different types of challenges. Absolutely. And he's ready to take them on. He already has taken a lot of them on. He's like, yeah, he's got this. And even and loving this Ace of Pentacles, he makes good money. He makes really good. I think he makes better money in Cincinnati than he did in North Carolina. I can almost guarantee you that he's making quite a bit more than he did there, which is making him happy. I think most of us like money, and it's a wonderful new beginning for him. Wonderful new beginning. Yes, there are some hardships. There are some difficulties. But it's nothing that he can't handle, and it's nothing that he's afraid to take on. There's no fear there. He's just like, I'm gonna take it on. I got this. I can do this. And in you know, overcoming those challenges, I'm only going to, you know, strengthen my skill sets and prove myself more. So he sees the challenge as a wonderful way for him to demonstrate his abilities and his value. So yeah, that is indeed what I am seeing there for you, Miss Phyllis. I would be, if I was talking to him on the phone, if he was my friend, I don't like being nosy with people, but I don't think it's nosy to ask a friend, you know, like how's the new job going? Do you think that it's like more challenging than the last station you were at, or like what differences are you noticing? Things like that. I mean, I'm not telling you what to do, but it'd be interesting to hear what he's how he feels about it. But I get a really, really good sense here that he's quite happy. And as I was talking to Marissa about earlier, he's very, very optimistic about this, but realistically so. Like he's that Three of Wands reverse. He's definitely assessing everything. Has a good view of what he's doing, what he's gotten himself into in terms of this job, this station. It's good stuff. It looks very good. Well, thank you again. Thank you so much, Phyllis. Much love and light to you, and I certainly hope that I brought you some clarity there. Thank you. Miss Priyanka, sweetheart, thank you so much for your donation. Please, oh, hi, I wanted to know Arvin's true intentions and feelings. Yeah, we can do that. No problem. And can you please just remind me what your sign is and what Arvin's sign is? You're a Gemini and he is a Capricorn. Okay. Okay. Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what are Arvin's current thoughts and intentions towards Priyanka? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what are Arvin's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Priyanka? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what are Arvin's current thoughts and intentions towards Priyanka? Is this your current boyfriend, honey? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what are Arvin's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Priyanka? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what are Arvin's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Priyanka? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what are Arvin's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Priyanka? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what are Arvin's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Priyanka? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what are Arvin's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Priyanka? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what are Arvin's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Priyanka? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what are Arvin's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Priyanka? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what are Arvin's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Priyanka? Not in relationship now. He is helping me with finances, but am not sure. Okay. Page of Swords. Four of Cups reversed. Ten of Wands reversed. Three of Pentacles. King of Cups. And Two of Wands. Okay. How long have you known him for? Yeah, we'll start with your general energies. We've got the Page of Swords here. Which is why I asked how long you've known him for. And you don't have to tell me. Oh, but I was going to say you don't have to tell me how long he's been helping with your finances. But you've known him for at least 6 to 7 years. Okay. So so the Page of Swords is, I like to call the Page of Swords the spy, or the scholar. In this situation, with this being your general energy, I'm not just saying this because he came to me and asked, hey, what are his thoughts, feelings, and intentions? There is a real genuine curiosity. Curiosity about him as a human being. And I know that may sound a little strange, but hear me out. I know you've known each other for 6 to 7 years. I don't know how well, but I don't know how well you have gotten to know him over 6 to 7 years. You know what I mean? I don't know how much he has revealed to you about himself. Capricorns can be very extremely guarded, especially when it comes to like emotional things. They can be extremely guarded. Not much. Yeah. So it's like you've known him for hella days. 6 to 7 years is a long time, but he hasn't revealed much. I hear you. Hence the spy. Some of the other decks of cards that I have, the Page of Swords often has a magnifying glass. Like she wants to know. Like what's this person's deal? Who are they? Who is this person? Very cold and feels very calculated person. Interesting. Okay. I don't get that energy from him, hun. Cold, yes. I do get cold. I don't get calculated in the sense of, I assume you mean like manipulative, right? Now also I'm not sure if he has someone else now. Well, we'll get into that. That we'll get into. But let's get into his general energies. We have the King of Cups here. If he is, especially if he's, revealed so little of himself to you in such a long time, again, the guards are up. He has a lot of guards up. Does he intentionally try to be cold towards you? I don't think he does. I think it's for lack of a better term, I think it's like a side effect of his guardedness. His thoughts towards you, we have the Four of Cups reversed. I do think that his, and it could have to do with, this could have to do with the fact that you guys are now working, he's helping you out with finances. I don't know if he's advising or, and you don't have to tell me. It's totally fine. It's very personal. It's finances. I mean, all this stuff is personal, but up to you, whatever you want to tell me. But this Four of Cups reversed, especially in the thoughts column, that tells me that his thoughts towards you are shifting. And it's not in a bad way. And it doesn't mean that he had ill will or ill feelings towards you in the past. But it's more in the sense that he's really starting to, well, you're a Gemini, so I'm assuming you're a chatty Cathy. So, but I don't know how much you reveal about yourself, like on a personal level to him. But he's definitely, the message I'm getting is he's definitely learning more about you and discovering a lot more about you that he had no idea in the past. And it's been a long time that you guys have known one another. His feelings towards you, we have and this is where I want to get into what you just said. Now also, I'm not sure if he has someone else now. I believe he does. We have the Ten of Wands reversed, and we have the Two of Wands. I pulled this in the same position for, I think it was Marissa earlier. Yeah, he does. There's good news and there's bad news with this card. When it's, and it was in the feelings column for the last reading too that I did. Two of Wands. He holds a torch for you. He actually does hold a torch for you. He does, and I think that's what this Four of Cups reversed is indicating, is in the past it was, platonic connection. Now that he's starting to get to know you more, time has passed. He's developing a different viewpoint of you, and it is of a there is definitely a level of attraction there for sure. The bad news about the Two of Wands is there's two. He holds a torch for you, but he also holds a torch for another person. Now, do I think that he is with that person? I don't think they have I don't think they have a label. I don't even think it's been going on for that long. I think she's pretty new in his life, relatively new. And that also is part of it. It's also part of him, hun. He is very, very guarded. Capricorns are probably the hardest. They're goats. They're the goat. They plod along the mountain, and they're very determined. They're very ambitious, very successful. And they get very high, on the mountain. They climb very, very high, and they're very reticent to allow themselves to fall. You have to be vulnerable, and in order to be vulnerable, you can't have guards up. He's got a lot of guards up. I picked that up immediately. So this other person, do I think that they're, engaged or even talking about, big, even the status of what they are or whatever it is that they have? Not at all. I don't think, not at all. I don't think they've discussed that at all. She would probably like to, but he is not going there, at least not now. I'm seeing that with this Ten of Wands reversed. He doesn't want the baggage. He doesn't want the burden that he feels is inevitable with being in a romantic connection. His intentions are interesting. Oh, okay, yeah. His intentions, we have the Three of Pentacles. No, this is not, he doesn't have an intention, well, it's not an intention to involve the three of you. It's pentacles we're talking about. Pentacles, you said that he's helping you with your finances. His intentions are to continue to help you out with your finances, to be a supportive figure for you in that realm. He is very knowledgeable. Capricorns are great with money. They can be really, really cheap, which can be not super fun sometimes, but they're great with money. They are really good with money. And so he's definitely, got a lot of knowledge to impart. And if he's helping you out, like, with money, like, actually helping you out with money, he's got a lot of that to impart as well, I'm sure. So he definitely wants to continue working with you, and there is an element of some feelings that have changed. He's seeing you in a different way, and yes, he does hold a torch for you. But like I said, those guards are very strong, and you've got to be vulnerable to allow yourself to fall in some capacity. I mean, he doesn't have to fall like super fast or anything. I also get the sense that he doesn't have a whole lot of romantic experience, and the past romantic experiences that he has had, they moved very, very quickly, were very, very intense. There was a lot of baggage and burdens attached to them, and he invariably just assumes that that's just the deal with relationships. But there is a changing perspective at the very least towards you, Priyanka. And it's a positive change. But he certainly does have a lot of guards up. But I will also say I don't feel he's calculated. I don't feel he's trying to manipulate you in any way. I think he genuinely does want to help you, and assist you, and be a helpful figure towards you in that sense. But he's definitely not like, yeah, there's two wands there. Yeah, there's another girl that he is interested in, but I would honestly be shocked if they've like even kissed. He's that guarded. Like he may have taken her like to coffee or something, but it's very, he's got major guards up, man. Major guards. And hopefully as he's getting older, he can recognize that and let them down a little bit. But until then, it's very Capricorn practical, that with that Three of Pentacles. He's definitely not trying to manipulate or anything like that to you. Do not fear about that. But in terms of his how do I put this? In terms of his resilience, I suppose, for romance and for relationships, it's a little weak. Yes, he is helping with money, but I don't know about relationship, as I feel maybe he is with someone. Hi, Chris. How's it going, man? Yeah, I think I'll tell Priyanka, I don't think he's with someone. I think he's interested in you, and I think he's interested in another person, but in terms of, because we had that Ten of Wands reverse right above, I don't think he's with someone, honestly. I mean, he may be, but from what I'm getting here, what I'm feeling, what I'm sensing, what I'm seeing, I don't think he's with anyone. And I don't think he's been with someone in a while. But I do think that he is interested in both you and someone else. Do I think it's going anywhere with her? Probably not. Do I hate to say it, but until he's got those guards down, I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna go either direction. And I also feel like this is he's been here before. I do feel like he's been here before, and yeah, super knowledgeable, in regards to finances, but when it comes to relationships, he's doesn't have the highest EQ there, really. But you know, in continuing to work with him, Priyanka, you know, I you know, you don't want to prod or anything, but I think it's very fair for you to, you know, ask a little, you know, some things about his life and who he is as a person. You guys have known each other for 6 to 7 years. It's a long time. He's helping you out. If only if you feel comfortable, you know, of course. Yeah, that is what I'm seeing for you, sweet Priyanka. Thank you so very much, love. I appreciate you as always, always, always. And I hope I brought you clarity there. Thank you. Brian, thank you so much for your donation. Please give me 1 second. I just need to run upstairs real quick. I forgot to bring my beverage. You're not doing great. I'm sorry, Chris. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I will be right back. Thank you. Sorry about that. We are back. Yes, Priyanka. Yeah, we can. We absolutely can. Did you want to do that now? Are you still here? Priyanka, you have up to 20 cards for each turn. So if you wanted to do another reading now, we could do it. But I'm gonna I need to hear from you in the next minute or so. So let's do just a second. sorry, I guess a minute. And if Priyanka is not here or has not made a donation, we will move right along to Mr. Olive. Priyanka, are you here, girly girl? And if you are watching this live stream, please be a friend, please be a buddy, and remember to click the like button. It really, really helps me out. Thank you so much. Priyanka, you here, girlfriend? Priyanka, are you here, hun? Girly pop, you here? All right. It looks like Miss Priyanka has left the building, so we are going to move right along to Brian. Brian, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your donation, my friend. Please, you probably already typed your request. How is Jeff currently feeling about me right now with our planned meeting tomorrow? Okay. Let's see. Angels, masters, and spirit guides. How is Jeff... sorry. Let me reread that one. You want to know how he's feeling toward... Excuse me. How he's feeling towards you, or just in general? Oh, yeah, towards you. Okay. Got it. Angels, masters, and spirit guides. How is Jeff currently feeling about Brian right now with their planned meeting tomorrow? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. How is Jeff currently feeling about Brian right now with their planned meeting tomorrow? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. How is Jeff currently feeling towards Brian with their planned meeting tomorrow? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. How is Jeff currently feeling towards Brian with their planned meeting tomorrow? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. How is Jeff currently feeling towards Brian with their planned meeting tomorrow? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. How is Jeff currently feeling towards Brian after their planned meeting tomorrow? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. How is Jeff currently feeling towards Brian after their planned meeting tomorrow? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. How is Jeff feeling towards Brian after their planned meeting tomorrow? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. How is Jeff feeling towards Brian after their planned meeting tomorrow? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. How is Jeff feeling after their feeling about Brian right now after their planned meeting tomorrow? Oh, okay, Priyanka. Sure. Yeah, we can do you next. No problemo. Thank you, honey. All right, Brian. Let's see. We have Ten of Wands, Page of Wands reversed, Page of Swords reversed, Five of Pentacles, and Seven of Cups. Okay. I don't know what you guys are planning on doing tomorrow, and obviously you don't have to tell me. It's all good. I mean, I'm assuming it might be music, but it could be anything. But again, with this Page of Swords reversed, especially if this is about music, we've talked about this before. This has shown up a lot. This card shows up a lot when we talk about Jeff. Page of Swords upright is someone whose head is above the clouds. Their head is always above the clouds no matter what, no matter how high the tide, no matter how crappy things are in general. They know they got this. They know that things change. Things are constantly in flux. When the Page of Swords is reversed, forget about all that. He's, again, like, in it. Not only is he in a dark place, which we already know, but it's the lack of joy, of joy that he still gets joy. He still gleans joy from playing music and spending time with you. But because he's dealing, I'm not a doctor, I'm not, okay, I don't know for sure if he's dealing with depression, but it certainly sounds like he's in a deep depression. And it also sounds like it's not being treated. And that will definitely keep someone's head below the clouds. It will definitely, actually, on the contrary, even if he is being treated for depression and perhaps is on SSRIs, to maintain his mental health, his moods, it can, some SSRIs can definitely just, I don't know, I almost use an awful word. They can really just usurp the pleasure centers of your brain, and things that, like, depression does it, but then ironically, even some of the meds that are used to treat depression can do it too. Just personal anecdote, I was on SSRIs many moons ago, like 20 years ago, and dealing with some depression, and I went to my happy place, my favorite waterfall, and I felt nothing. I felt absolutely nothing. I didn't feel joy. I didn't feel inspired by the beauty of the nature I was around. I didn't feel depressed, but I didn't feel joy. So he could very well be, being treated for something right now. But that is something that is, it's present in almost every reading that we do for him. It's very significant. We've also got this Page of Wands reversed. That speaks more to, again, to what I would identify as depression. Could be something, but Page of Wands reversed is usually having difficulty mustering motivation, focus, actively and furtively putting one's energies into a project or a situation. It's hard for him to find, to have that motivation in a lot of things. Guy's going through a lot. I don't know how much he shares with you regarding that, but the dude's dealing with a hell of a lot. 10 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. These are hard cards. These are difficult. The 10 of Wands is burdens, baggage, difficulty, hardships. The traditional art is a gentleman walking up a hill with a sack of 10 wands on his back, and he is alone. He's carrying them on his own. It's only his burden, and no one else is to share. So, again, speaking to that, I don't know how much he has shared with you regarding his burdens, but there are a lot of them. I see it, I feel it all the time. I think there's been maybe one reading where, I think it was after a jam session you did together. I think it was like, wow, like this was really good for me. He had, his mindset was like, I'm glad I did this. This actually was really good for me. But he had to, it did take him a lot. If this was like 2 years ago or 3 years ago, he would have just, jumped out of bed, put on his clothes, take a shower, shave, whatever, and just like go. No problem. It's very hard for him to just even get out of bed these days, dude. It's really hard. May have to do with money. I don't know if he's going through some money issues, but with this 5 of Pentacles being money. 5 of Pentacles being poverty, or at least feeling as though one is lacking. One does not have the resources that they need, or that they feel that they need. The one thing I am liking here, though, Brian, is the Seven of Cups. The meeting that you guys are having tomorrow, he is looking forward to. It's one of the few bright lights in his life right now. He doesn't have a whole lot that he's looking forward to or anticipating. And this is something that again, hey Felicia, hey girl, how are you, love? Oh girl, we gotta have a Kiki. But I know I always say that, but it's like every time I see you, there's like more and more I need to share with you. Anyway, hi girl, good to see you. Yeah, no, this Seven of Cups, I do like this. It's like, yes, it's reminding me of the reading I referred to a little earlier. What I would consider to be possibly the most positive reading that we have done on Jeff for you. Like that, like I mentioned, like he felt that going to the jam session was a great idea. It was good for him. It was positive for him. And that is what I'm getting here is regardless of what you guys do tomorrow, whether it's music or just going out for coffee, whatever the heck it is, you guys are really close friends. I think he considers you one of his best friends, if not his best friend. Very, very close, and he needs that right now, just as everyone does, but he really, really values you, values your friendship, values the time and energy that you guys share together, and knows this will be good for him, despite the hardness that he's going through right now. You're a great friend, Brian. You're a really good friend, and especially to him. And he's very lucky, so lucky to have you as a friend. Because you really look out for him, man. You really do, and he needs it. He needs it. He's in a dark place, and it's not permanent. It's not permanent. I think he thinks it is. He's, like I told you with that, the Knight of Swords reversed. It's like, for those of us who aren't dealing with, and I again, I'm not a doctor. I can't say he's clinically depressed. I don't know for sure, but I get, it does sound like he's dealing with at least some type of depression. But what was I going to say? Like he knows. Sorry, he's not aware. He's in a mindset where it's like he can't see that, or he's depression is a very insular, it's a very I don't want to say it's a selfish, but it is a self, it's you're very focused on the self, when one is suffering in that way. That's really all one can do, if one isn't getting help. And I think that's kind of an issue. That's one of the issues here, is he's not recognizing that even though the tide is high right now, and yeah, things are hard for him right now, things will change. Things are constantly in flux. Nothing stays static. We like to think that the good things stay, around forever, but even the good things go away too. And he's not really in that mindset. I think he's in a place where he feels like this is more permanent. It's just not at all. But he's definitely looking forward to seeing you. But that heavy energy that I always pick up is definitely still there. You're a great friend, Brian. He's very, very lucky to have you as a friend. You're a great guy. Well, thank you so much, Brian. I really appreciate you, dude. And I hope you guys have a great time tomorrow. Whatever you end up doing, it's gonna be good for both of y'all. I don't know when the last time you saw him was, but it'll be good. It'll be good. I think he definitely needs that for sure. Thank you, love. Thank you so much, Brian. And thank you, Priyanka, for your donation, sweetheart. I really appreciate that. Um, let's see here. Uh, um, Priyanka, Priyanka, thank you so much. I think you're so welcome. You're very welcome, Brian. Thank you. Thank you. Um, yeah, and please let me know how things go tomorrow. I'm sure they'll be great. I'm sure you'll have a good time. I think Miss Priyanka, you there, girlfriend? What is Arvin's current relationship status? Was he in any committed relationship in the last 1 to 2 years? Okay, Priyanka. Well, I'll wait till Priyanka is here. Teresa! Oh my God, Teresa! I was legit just thinking about you, girl. How are you? How are you doing? Priyanka. Where are you at, girly pop? It's your turn. Hi, I'm well. You made me jump out of my chair. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I yell? Did I yell too loud? I'm sorry, Teresa. I just get excited. Are you serious? Was I really that loud? Did I make y'all jump? I'm sorry, you guys. What? I get excited. I'm sorry. I guess I'm a loudy. You were just. Oh, okay. Priyanka, girlfriend, where you at? Where did Priyanka go? So it was a surprise. It wasn't. Good to hear. Good to hear. It wasn't loud. It was just unexpected because you'd gone quiet. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to scare y'all. Priyanka, where you at? Where did Priyanka go? Priyanka! You had your first couple of donation readings. Congratulations. Congrats, Miss Teresa. Yeah, wonderful, wonderful. I'm sorry I missed your live streams. I did see you come on. Was I in public or something? I was somewhere where I couldn't hear it. But hi, Priyanka. Good to see you. Please. Oh, Priyanka, since you're here. So you asked two questions, love. You wanted to know what is Arvin's current relationship status, and then you wanted to know has he been in a committed relationship in the last 1 to 2 years. Did you want to donate to ask both, or did you want to choose one to ask? Oh, you're all good, honey. You are all good, Priyanka. All right, Miss Teresa. Yeah, I gotta send you an email. I got a few things I wanted to talk to you about. Um, don't worry, I'm not trauma dumping. It's not trauma dumping. Just a question that I didn't want to mention on here. Oh, well, if there is a lag, Miss Priyanka, because I've been waiting for about 2.5 minutes now. Just close out the. She's probably doing it already, but yeah, close out the browser and just open it up again. Drop something. All right. All right, honey. So okay, so did you hear me? Did you hear my question? Because you asked two different questions. You wanted to know Arvin's current relationship status, but you also wanted to know if he's been in a committed relationship over the past 1 to 2 years. No, I see your messages. I see them. I see your messages, Priyanka. Do you not? I see them. I think there's a lag, honey. If that's the case. Um, did you do the browser? You clicked out of your browser and opened up a new one? Okay, and which one would you like me to ask? His current status. You got it. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. What is Arvin's current relationship status? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. What is Arvin's current relationship status? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. What is Arvin's current relationship status? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. What is Arvin's current relationship status? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. What is Arvin's current relationship status? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. What is Arvin's current relationship status? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. What is Arvin's current relationship status? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. What is Arvin's current relationship status? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. What is Arvin's current relationship status? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. What is Arvin's current relationship status? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. What is Arvin's current relationship status? Yeah, I was gonna say you've known him for a while, so you might. Yeah, I figured you had a little idea of his romantic past. Okay, starting with the Emperor reversed. Temperance. Four of Swords reversed. Knight of Wands reversed. It's my card for today. Two of Wands again. And Nine of Swords reversed. Okay. He is nobody. He's not dating anyone. Anybody. He's nobody's emperor. This is actually very, very, very much what I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but this is almost pretty much identical to what I was explaining. He really sees relationships and romance as a burden. Um, yeah, he has desires. We all do. Um, but I don't want to say that I mean, with this Knight of Wands reverse, sex is I think everyone is, all adults, unless they're asexual, typically enjoy sex, I think. I mean, unless, there's some kind of trauma or something, etc. And he does, he likes sex, he likes the sex, but it's not a huge price. He doesn't have the highest sex drive on with his Knight of Wands reversed. It's not a huge, it's not something, he's not driven by that part of his body. You know what I mean? And I think you too. I always joke that the Knight of Wands is the guy with his in his hand. Some readers call it like the player card. He ain't no player. He's definitely not a player. He's definitely not dating anyone, girl. Four of Swords reversed. I was about to say he's taking a break from relationships and romance, but it feels like he's done been on it with this, because even if actually no, if the Four of Swords and the Moon are the two cards that pretty much mean the exact same thing, whether they're reversed or upright. Fun fact. Four of Swords is about taking a step back, taking a break. When it's reversed, it's just doubled down. He's been on a long ass break. Like, he's pretty much been on like a permanent romantic vacation of not a romantic vacation, but a permanent like singledom, like a permanent step back. Not permanent, but it's been a while. It's been a while. Yeah. He's got no game, girlfriend. He got no riz. He ain't no rizzler. Yeah, he's and that's also this Knight of Wands reverse too, honey. He's I told you, and I'm showing you again, Two of Wands. He holds a torch for you. He holds a torch for you. He could very well hold. This could be two things. He could be holding a torch for someone else, and like I said, if he is this, she's getting the same treatment as you are. She's getting nothing. But he does hold a torch for you. And he does think about you. He does think about you in that context. Yet, we have this Knight of Wands reverse right next to it. It's like not moving forward, not going forward in that direction, that in a romantic or physical way. Nine of Swords reversed. Yeah, bingo. Remember I was telling you that he feels, I told you about the guards that he has. The guards he has up. He's been really hurt in the past. And to that I say, who hasn't? I mean, really, like, if you're over the age of 20, blah, and you've been dating, you've likely been hurt before. But and maybe he got hurt particularly badly, but it's more it took him off guard. It knocked him off the mountain. Whoever this girl in the past was, and it was a while ago, it really derailed him. And he simply won't allow that to happen again. He like made a vow to himself, essentially. Like, I'm not going to allow another woman, any woman, to knock me off my guard like that, to knock me off the mountain, because it causes him a great deal of anxiety to think of that past that he experienced in its reversed form, and especially with this Four of Swords reversed, taking a step back, Nine of Swords reversed. He doesn't want to worry. He sees relationships as anxiety riddled, like just trouble, burdensome, scary. He doesn't want, it's something that he does not want to worry about, something he doesn't want to welcome into his life. Definitely not a romantic in any way. I'll tell you that. And this isn't to say that this is permanent, darling. You know, people, excuse me, people change constantly. You know, people, excuse me, people are constantly in flux. And, you know, but this has been going on for a decent amount of time. And it's about control. It's about control. Yes, he is 100% currently single. Yeah, and he has been for a while, and he likely will be for a while. It's I don't want to say he does well on his own, but you know, for a lot of us as human beings, we want companionship, whether it be romantic or friendship or familial. People need people. We need companionship. Capricorns can really be loners, girl. They are like, I always like read that when I was studying astrology when I was very, very young. Now that I've actually like dated Capricorns, my God, yes, like they can really be alone. They know how to do it. Scorpios and Capricorns are probably the most successful at being single and being cool with it. It's not that they never crave romance or never crave sex. It's just not that high of a priority for a lot of them. Capricorns specifically. Scorpios often eschew the romance, but will go for the sex. Not speaking for everyone, but for Capricorns, I have met some Capricorns like that too, but yes, he cheated someone with a girl that I don't know if that girl he was with, she cheated him or he left her because of guilt. Interesting. Okay, so that's why I'm wary. Yeah, I was gonna say, so I'll tell you right now, he's not a romantic, but yeah, that's, I don't want to, I mean, it's a red flag, you know, because you know, it's true. She might have incited him to do that, but it's still not right. You know, even if she cheated on him and he did it in spite, that's not cool. You know, or he left. You know, he just leaves. You know, that's the right thing to do. Or like you said, he may have cheated on her and left because of guilt. You know, or you know, it could have, she cheated on him. Blah blah. It could have been a cycle. Who knows? But at this time, with his Temperance card, last card here, yeah, he's not in a place, hasn't been in a place where he's wanted to have romance. He's happy to wait. He's happy to wait a long time. It's just probably one of the lowest things on his priority list is finding a companion, finding romance, finding love. It's very, very low on his list. And it doesn't mean that he doesn't believe in love or anything like that. But think about it this way. He's been single for so long. And there's nothing wrong with that. I have been single for you know, long amounts of time myself too. It gives pause for reflection and healing. That's the thing. This guy's got to heal, and I don't feel nor see him healing from the past. It looks to me like he's just kind of burying his head in the sand and just avoiding romance in general. This would be a great time for him to heal and try and work on things, but like I said, I think it's just the lowest priority for him. So yeah, it's a difficult one. And you're a Gemini, right, Priyanka? Your air and earth can be tough. It can be tough. I've had some tough experiences with trying to date earth signs, but And I'm not saying that that's the be all end all at all. No, like I said, there's people, people are constantly changing. People are never static forever. Um, but and this too, Priyanka. It's like the longer time goes on, the less confidence he has to put his toe back in the water, so to speak, to get back into the dating world. It's been so long. Like I was kind of joking earlier, like he's got no riz. He's not smooth. He doesn't know how to flirt, or maybe he did at one point, but he's kind of lost that. Um, and you said he's cold to you. I think he's just being not cold. I think that's just how he operates because he don't know how to flirt. I hope he's at least friendly to you. He was very good as a person, always ready to help anytime. Maybe his karma that he is alone. Possibly. And with the Temperance card, hun, that is about time. That is about time. It's about patience. Him having patience, him giving it time, not certainly not rushing into anything because he doesn't feel the need to. It's just not a high priority, but it also doesn't mean that he's going to be alone forever. But yeah, he's not calculating. I don't get that. I don't get that he's trying to manipulate you. I think he does want to help you very much, and I think he's going to do a good job. I'm sure he already has helped you well, and yeah, that's very kind of him. And that's kind of what he's. I don't want to say it's the only thing he's good at or the only thing he has to offer, but it's what he's focused on right now, and he's happy and more than happy to share that with you. So yeah, that is what I'm seeing, sweet Priyanka. Thank you very much for your donation. I really appreciate you as always, and I definitely hope that I brought you some clarity there. Yeah, definitely sounds like a bit of a Capricorn situation there. We are not defined entirely by our signs. That I always do repeat. But damn, do they often show up. Yeah. Thank you again, love. All right, so we are all through with the donation queue, which means that it is currently open. So, if you got a question and you would like me to answer it for you, whoever donates next will be next. Yeah, I didn't even do my spiel earlier. I do mediumship readings. If that is something you are interested in connecting with someone who has passed on, please ask me, and we can check and see if I can indeed get in touch with them. As I mentioned earlier, there's been like 2 or 3 times where I wasn't able to get through to someone who's passed on. So I check before I start the mediumship, and I just ask that people check with me before sending the donation, because I don't want to disappoint anyone. It's happened a couple times and I hate it. But people are always so kind and understanding, but still. So yeah, if that is something you are interested in, please let me know. I also provide if you're let's see, if you've got a question that is a matter of the heart, I also offer a soulmate confirmation reading. Don't believe in the twin flame thingy. No tea, no shade to anyone who does out there. I am more of the soulmate ilk, and that is a great reading. If you are, hi Marissa. Hey girl, you do, yeah, you do have questions of the heart for sure. Yeah, let me know if you want to do a soulmate reading. I can't talk. So the soulmate readings we can do in a number of ways. You can ask your spirit guides directly if this person, if a person is a soulmate, is indeed a soulmate of yours, if they're supposed to be in your life, and what purpose that is that they serve. We can also ask, and I I think I've only given one reading where I asked the soulmate question in this context, because I don't know if people don't want their angel's opinion or if they're scared of it, but I can ask for their blessing if they give if your angels and ancestral spirit guides give their blessing about a person in your life, if they think they're good for you, if they think or know that they're supposed to be in your life and serve an important purpose. That is also something I am capable of doing. Sometimes they just come through. Sometimes I don't even have to ask, and they'll be like, hey, can you let so-and-so know I don't give my blessing? I've gotten that. I have gotten that in the past. So yeah, let me know if anyone is interested in a soulmate reading. What happened here? I'm getting hot, cold, hot and cold. I would be scared because I always fall for the wrong people. Oh, you shouldn't say that, Marissa. That's a self-fulfilling prophecy. That's not good to say. That's like saying but I mean I know I try really hard not to say things like that, like I never get the right job, or like I never find the right friends, or never found the right fella, like, or I always fall for the wrong one, or things like that. It can be a bit of self-fulfilling prophecy. So you are gonna fall for the right guy, absolutely, and you may have even fallen for someone who was right for you in the past, and perhaps it just was a matter of wrong place, wrong time. That's also a possibility. But I say that to some of my other clients too. Yeah, no, you're if you've always fallen for the wrong people in the past, that's the past. That's not the present. Now, from here on out, Marissa falls for the right guys, and implements spirits, your angels, your ancestral guides to lead him to you, and you to him. Which they're always doing. They're always trying to lead us to the people we're supposed to be with. And interestingly too, Marissa, I don't know if I've ever talked to you about this, but we have multiple soulmates. And they're not just romantic. Animals are soulmates, family members, friends. They can come in many different forms. But it's always interesting to know if it is in a romantic context, of course. What else? Of course, I offer my thoughts, feelings, and intention spread that is of no additional donation amount. It's just a suggestion for a type of reading, especially if it's matters of the heart. It answers 3 questions in one. I get their thoughts, their feelings, their intentions towards you, and your general energies and their general energies. And it can be a 5-card, be a mini, it can be a full, it can be an in-depth, whatever you want. It's all good, but we can answer 3 in one, basically. Wendy! How's Mercury retrograde treating me? Wonderfully. It's good. It's interesting. It's a Mercury retrograde to remember. Let's put it that way. Yeah. Yeah, let's put it that way. Good, good, good. Some challenges. Definitely some challenges, but nothing that Miss Sophie can't prevail through. She's resilient, and I will stop talking about myself in the third person, like the royals. Yeah. How's it been for you, honey? It's been so rough for me. I'm waiting for my flat tire to be fixed. Oh, girl, I'm so sorry. You got a flat tire? Oh, yay. Yeah, my car's been good. I still haven't got it officially fixed yet. I've got a lot going on. A lot going on right now. Girl, we're gonna have a keepsy later. I got a few different stories to tell you. One that just happened not too long ago. Like, yeah. Yeah. Mercury retrograde, eh? And it's funny too. TMI, everybody, I'm a woman. I always joke. TMI, I'm a woman. Y'all are like, yeah, we knew that. No, I always say that Mercury retrograde is like the universe having its period. Well, I also got mine, so that was fun. Yep, out of nowhere, my tire popped while I was on the road. What? Oh my god. Were you on the freeway? That's so scary, girl. I'm so sorry, but I'm so glad you're getting it fixed. That's right on. I mean, of course, gotta have a car. Gotta have a car, especially where you're living, where I'm living. We need cars. Yeah. Yep. Oh, I worked at Pixar today. That was fun. I had a job at Pixar. Love working there. It's always such a pleasure. Um, I was so sad though. I was looking around at the animators and what they the drawings they'd done of me, and like one of their best animators. I mean, of course, like they're all great animators, but like one of the good ones was there, and I noticed his drawings of me, and but I have to sign an NDA every time I work there, and one of the clauses is I can't take photos. And I asked the organizer after I was lamenting to the organizer afterwards. I was like, "Oh, this one fellow just did some amazing cartoons of me, and I really wanted to take a picture, but I know I can't. I was so sad." And she was like, "Yes, you can. Like, ask them, but like, I'm sure he would have said yes." And she like knew it. She's like, "Wait, like, did he have like curly hair?" And I was like, "Yes." And he was drawing only with green. She's like, "I know who he is. I'll try and track him down and email those photos to you." I'm like, not likely that's going to happen. He probably threw it away, and Homegirl's got enough work to do, but that was a very sweet offer. But I'm good to know I can do that now. I did not know that. It is so much fun. It really is. It really is. Yeah, it's a really cool campus. Yeah, it must be so awesome, like being an animator there. Oh my god. Um, yeah, I actually ran into a few of them a couple weeks at the marathon. Was it last weekend or the weekend before? I think it was last weekend. Um, but yeah, always lots of fun working there. I got a new pair of boots. I pretty much only wear Doc Martens. It's been that way for about 5 years now. I have flat feet, and I was a stupid girl in my 20s, and I used to wear heels like almost every day. And I remember I worked at a law firm for when I was in college, and I remember the older ladies would be like, "You do that every day, you're gonna mess up your feet." And they didn't even know I had flat feet. They didn't mention that part, but yeah, I can wear heels. And I love heels, but like not sustainably. Like, so, and docs look great with everything. However, they are so hard to break in. My God, like I have this huge cut on the back of my ankle, and I've got a lot of walk-in coming up. And I'll explain to you later why. Our generation really messed up with the heels. Serious girl. I was obsessed. So I really, my fashion icon in college I had quite a few, but probably the biggest one was Mary Kay Olsen. Just her style, I mean, I still love her style. Do you remember those I didn't actually wear the Balenciaga ones, but do you remember those Balenciaga ankle boots? And they were like 5-inch heels, platforms, but like a nice like stiletto heel, but with a platform, and I think platforms actually are much more comfortable because they have that elevation. And boots too, because they keep your foot intact. Same with Mary Jane's. It has straps. It's fine. But I used to wear those boots like every day. I had a matte pair and I had a shiny pair, and I would wear them constantly. And they didn't hurt then, so I'd wear them all the time. Damn, those things were like 5 inches. I'm yeah. I'm a shorty. I guess I'm not that short. I'm 5'4", so, but it definitely lifted me. But yeah, I used to wear those, and I was also obsessed with double strap Mary Janes. Who made those? Who was it that was made? Were those Chanel? Yeah, the Chanel double strap Mary Janes. Those were really big in the late Ozies too. Those were, I think it was Chanel that was doing that. Oh my gosh, yeah. Me being a little poor college student, I got a pair of mine were knockoffs, the boots that I had, and girl, I painted them red. I painted the soles red. Yeah. People liked my Louboutins. I They were what they were. It's funny. That's funny, actually. I was talking about fake Birkins with Deb the other day. They're really cracking down on that. I mean, they have been for a while, but I mean, they make just like it's just crazy how accurate a lot of the rip-offs are now. Designer stuff, like I know at CDG in Paris, which you will be in September. If you have any fake, which I wouldn't think you would win, but if you have any, and I wouldn't judge you if you did, but if you have like a really good like fake like Louis or Birkin, whatever, make sure that everything is like all your luggage is also Louis, and like, because if it's not all looking together, they will literally, or maybe I told you about this, they will literally like take you out of line and like and talk to you. It's cray cray. You're not into brand names for sure. Well, that, you know what? Go girl. It's not so much about brand names for me. Like I've talked about this with like a lot of people I know. Like I don't like showing off labels. Like I think that's probably why I don't like Gucci or Versace. I just like designers. I love Alexander McQueen. Rest in peace. Love him. Love Dior. Love their current designers. Schiaparelli. I just love fashion. I really do. Well, and the nice thing is too, if brand names are evil, no, they're not evil. There's nothing evil about fashion. But I guess I hear what you're saying. That's why I'm not the hugest fan of Louis either. I don't know, splashing a bunch of LV. But I really, I really love fashion. I've studied it for a long time. And the nice thing about that, I used to have a business. I used to sell, I would flip couture. I'd go to like estate sales in really wealthy neighborhoods. you know, check the obituaries, like see like what fancy ladies have passed, and I would resell stuff, but you have to have a knowledge for it. And, I also like getting just inspiration from designers. Like like if I have an item that I have an eye on, like you best believe I'm not gonna go to the boutique and get it. Like I know where to get it much cheaper. I'm more of a Sandy Lane girl. Don't even talk to me about Miu Miu. Miu Miu, Miu Miu. They the ones that did the double strap Mary Jane's? I'm obsessed with Miu Miu. I know Miu Miu is like it's Prada. It's basically like little girl Prada, or not little girl, but like the like a more youthful version of Prada. I'm sure you know. I freaking love Miu Miu. I have, oh my god, where did that? I have a Miu Miu dress that I got years ago on eBay for like a steal, and it's real too. Um, Oh, that was so pretty. And I have Miu Miu sunglasses that someone stole from me. I was about to flash a middle finger, but we're not going to do that. Um, Nestle is lol. I've never heard of Sandy Liang though. I'll have to check her out. But I just love Miu Miu. Oh my god. Yeah, no, if I can't walk past a Miu Miu boutique and not go in. Like, oh my god, they just have the cutest stuff. I love the puckered leather that they use. So freaking cute. So cute. Um, but so effing expensive. I know. Um, and that's why we love the internet. Because you can find it so much cheaper online. Um, let's see here. Uh, All right, I've been on for just a little over 2 hours now. Um, so y'all know what that means. It is last call for all donations tonight. If you have a question that you would like me to answer for you, I'd love to answer it for you. Um, just let me know, and we can do the dang thing. And I'm a sip of my own. Not really cold all of a sudden. Last call, everybody. Last call tonight for all donations. Thank you so much. Last call, everybody. Last call tonight for any and all donations. If you have a question that you would like me to answer, I would love to answer it for you. I gotta go, but we'll catch up with you soon. Absolutely, Miss Wendy. Absolutely, girl. Look out for me on Instagram. You got an 8 of Wands coming from me. Okay. You've definitely got an 8 of Wands coming from me. Last call, everybody, for all donations tonight. Thank you. Really, really. Last call, everybody, tonight for all donations. Thank you. Anybody? No? Last call? Alright, looks like everyone's happy. Thank you all so much. I will likely see y'all tomorrow. Bye!